So we tried to do this a little bit earlier, but my Bluetooth was on. So y'all couldn't hear the first 5 minutes of everything I was saying, but it was all about talking about Shopify. Now, if you know anything about Mr. Therapy, the Mr. Therapy brand, you get on my YouTube, you're going to notice that I talk a lot about entrepreneurship, personal improvement. You're going to hear me talking about starting your own business, small businesses, and different online businesses, different markets that you can find yourself in, industries and such. I want to help people take their passions and turn them into careers, right? So you're going to see a lot of that kind of content on my channel, youtube.com/at Mr. Therapy, MisterTherapy. Make sure you spell it out. You'll find me on there. All the links in the bio. But I wanted to I wanted to talk about a couple of guys that I kept seeing ads on. I was seeing them on Facebook, YouTube. I'm sure they're all across different social media platforms, but these guys are really hardcore pushing Shopify stores. And their pitch is, if you haven't seen it, they'll say, we'll build you a store. You don't even have to do nothing. It'll be completely free. We'll add the first 20 products to it, or we'll add the first 50 products. I've seen a few of them where they say, we'll add the first 100 products to your Shopify store for you. All you got to do, come watch the webinar. Uh, I waited a while. I heard about it. I'm thinking, I'm building a website. There's no reason my website can't have a store attached to it. The Shopify store is separate, so I just add a menu option, store, and you click on it, and you go to my Shopify store. So I'm thinking, I could put my logo on some stuff. I could put some quotes on things. I could put some imagery on some stuff. That might do some things, you know what I mean? I don't expect to sell a whole lot. But I thought about it, and one of the things that it can do for me, even though I'm not really big on, worried about trying to sell merchandise or any kind of products, tea coasters and freaking flip flops with my logo on, I'm not too worried about that. What you need to understand is when you're creating content and you upload videos to YouTube, you have a lot of different things you have to set up. You have to know keywords and nodes. You need to know how to use certain keywords when you're coming up with your YouTube description, when you're coming up with your title, when you're coming up with your keywords. These are all very vital, important pieces of metadata that you're going to have to use. Now, the upside of Shopify stores is you do the same thing. Those all are that's all metadata. It all backlinks back to your brand. Same as your Facebook, your group, your page, your TikTok, your Tumblr, whatever you got. So if you have a Shopify store, you don't just have a bunch of products. Each product has a title that can keynote back to you, all right, that can key back to you. It has a description, right? You could put your website in. I'll go ahead and show you. Let me flip this around here. I decided to go ahead and look on this thing. And so what I do, I got on here, I picked my colors. I like the black, the gold, the white, right? I went in here, let me upload my logo. I made a squished down square version logo for a favicon. I'm going to be adding one of them to it. All right, I picked my primary, my contrasting colors. I picked a block from notice that on my YouTube channel, you go to my YouTube channel, you see my banner here. I just took this section right here and I added it as an add-on, right? I came down here, I added a quick little, gives you 150 characters for a bio, but I put something for my YouTube because it all ties back together. Added all my social links. You see that, guys? So all of this is going to backlink back to everything else I'm working on. My Tumblr, my Twitter, my X, my LinkedIn. It's all going to go back and tie together and give me social proof. All right, you have the three main things. All right, let's take it back to 2016 when Google released the Hummingbird update, where you needed three primary things to be able to rank your channel: social optimization, local optimization, and security. That's when they went really, really hard on making sure you had an SSL certificate for your website. When you look at the URL and it says HTTP or HTTPS, that S stands for secured. That means Google or whatever search engine you're on has crawlers code that can search through the code of your website and see if there's any harmful stuff, any Trojans, any viruses, anything that can harm anybody's website or computer that comes and visits your website. That's what the S is for. If you have a website, you need it secured. So you will pay for an SSL certificate. Usually you pay for this kind of thing annually, kind of like you do with your domain and everything like that. But the whole point of it is establishing your brand. All right, you're going to be picking your keywords, and you're going to be picking certain terms that you want to rank for. All right, entrepreneurship is something that I love to talk about. Starting a business, finding your passion, and I talk a lot about it for the use of ending generational poverty. That's my goal. You know what I mean? I want to find easy ways that people can duplicate their competition on social media. They can find their competition on social media, and they're going to be able to find a process that's going to allow them to create income streams. It's really that simple. You know what I mean? If you want to have a horse farm one day, get on YouTube, find people that have fucking horse farms, start watching them, go back, watch their first 10 videos, watch their 100th video, watch their newer videos, see the process, see how they progressed. You are going to get information. If you can't, it's fine. True, that's right. And I was talking about the Shopify store. I'm not using the Shopify store necessarily because I want to sell merchandise. It's because just like my YouTube channel, every item is going to have a title. That title is going to have notes and keywords that's going to tie back to my brand. Each one of those Shopify products is going to have a description. I'm going to carefully craft each one of those so it ties back to known keywords and nodes that tie with my brand. It's just like YouTube. You're able to, every product you pop on there, sure, throw your logo on there. Come up with some cool quotes. Put it on there. Come up with some cool imagery. You have AI, you have Grok, you have all these different tools to where you can generate nano banana. You can generate some super cool imagery. Put it on a t-shirt. Put it on a coffee mug. Put it on a deck of cards, a Zippo lighter. Put it on freaking tea coasters. Put it on a laptop cover. Put it on a cell phone case. Put it on everything you can think of. And then carefully craft the title. Make sure you have it Mr. Therapy logo t-shirt, Mr. Therapy brand logo flask. I'm not going to be selling flasks, but you get my point. I'm going to be able to do that. And then in the description, if you want to be a part of the Mr. Therapy family, this is your best bet. Brand t-shirt, Mr. Therapy. I'm going to name it 3 times. You're going to say these. You're going to have a small section where you'll be able to add a description, just like you do on YouTube, just like you do on other channels where you upload video content. This is all going to come back to you. So why not create a Shopify store? I'm not doing drop shipping. That's not my style. I sell SaaS products, software as a service, website builders, chatbots, AI tools. That's what I like. Why? Because when you sell it, it's not a physical product that could break and have to get returned and do a refund and all that dumb crap. Okay? If something goes wrong with software, you call the manufacturer, the person who coded the software, and they can fix it on the back end. That's why it makes sense. Thank you. Thank you for jumping on, everybody. Shout out to everybody who's jumping on and watching me, man. I've been trying to go live a whole lot more and talk about just the process. I not every video is going to follow the script and have a topic. I've been doing more documentary style videos where I'm just getting on here and I'm talking about my thought process. I'm talking about the different strategies I'm considering, the ways I'm setting up myself as a brand, my YouTube channel, and how I'm working on bringing people along with me. It's little bits of information that's going to help people. Like, I'm not up here, okay? I'm not Tony Robbins. I'm not here. I'm not Gary Vaynerchuk. I'm not there. I'm not Grant Cardone. I'm not up there. Bro, I'm Mr. Therapy. I'm like right here. All right. If you've never done this before, you might be right here below me. But dog, I'm just right here. If you're an A, you never heard this shit before. If you're an A, I'm a B, maybe a C, B plus. B plus area. Okay. So I'm not teaching millionaires. Okay. I don't have that information. I know what they teach. I can teach you what they teach. I can show you examples of when I've done it. I have been able to get myself to where I was earning monthly 10 to 12,000 monthly when I was working in the crypto industry. Now I want to do more inspirational stuff. I want to offer affiliate products that are going to directly help you set up income streams. SaaS, software as a service, your website, your email autoresponders, so you can gather leads, so you can promote products and services, so you can hold events and gather your network, so you can brainstorm, so you can build your brand. All of these reasons, okay? So it's all about knowing that we are no longer in the information age. That's gone. That's all bye bye, okay? Now, we've been in the information age ever since the birth of the internet. I talked about this when I went live yesterday. Birth of the internet. They say January 1st, 1983, year I was born. It was a good year. All right. Why? Because a universal language was created. See, at first, we just created computers where factories can talk to office buildings. You know what I mean? They could communicate. And then the office buildings could communicate with the banks. They could all set all this up. But what did we want? We wanted a universal language where all computers could talk with one another. So that's what we ended up getting January 1st, 1983. We've been passing information back and forth ever since, and we've been gaining information ever since the onset of the internet, search engines, and things of that nature. We've been building our intellect. We've been sharing information. We've been gathering, gaining information, filling the internet with information. But guess what? Now we had social media. That changed everything. That gave everyone a voice. That gave everyone an opportunity to create their own channel, their own brand, and put themselves out there. So what did that do? That took us out of the information age, and it split. It deviated. It went to the attention, the entertainment age, which is what most social media is now. It's not social media, it's entertainment media. That's why people doom scroll. That's why people just go through and look for the next video. No, we're not in the information age, we're in the entertainment age. But we also have software, we have AI, we have robots, we have silicon. We're in the silicon age because we're not just entertaining ourselves. Our entertainment and our information is all intermingling with artificial intelligence, with AI. So information age, no. Attention age, the entertainment age, and the silicon age. That's where we're at now. We are in two ages simultaneously: the entertainment age, the attention age, and the silicon age, the robot age, the AI age. So one thing that's going to become very necessary was something you as a content creator are going to have to make necessary to you. You're going to have to ride the storm. We are already getting oversaturated with AI stuff. There are already stipulations and guidelines on social media platforms like YouTube for people creating AI content. There's a ton of AI slop out there. Don't want it, get rid of it, okay? So there's a lot of hard stipulations that are going to be coming out for AI creators. Now, what does that do for us? It gives us the upper hand. Why? Because we're fucking humans. That's right, we're humans. Not AI, not AI. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, I can feel that. You can see me, I can see you. A-okay, boss. And no, I am missing a finger for sure. That's not AI. I'm missing. It was frostbite. Wear your gloves, kids. Wear your gloves. So you're always going to see me missing a finger, okay? Just to let you know. But you're going to have to get on here. You're going to have to understand these algorithms. And just like YouTube, Shopify has the same opportunities. You can customize your title, use keywords, use nodes, customize the descriptions for each one of your products. The only difference is, just like YouTube, if you get to where you have your 4,000 hours watched and your 1,000 subscribers, you can get into the monetization program on YouTube. Well, Shopify, hey man, the bigger you do, the better you do, the better you articulate what your product is, and it backlinks and use nodes for the title, for the description, for the keywords. You are going to generate local optimization. Your social optimization is going to tie back to you. And the algorithm will begin working in your favor, just like YouTube. So, do you need a Shopify channel? or a Shopify store? No, not necessarily. Do I think I'm going to be selling a lot of shit on Shopify? No, not anytime soon. As my YouTube channel grows, if I hit 100,000, I hit bigger numbers. Yeah, my store's going to get hit a few times. So I already got it set up. It's already there. But in the meantime, instead of worrying about selling stuff on there, I'm using it to brand myself, to build up my brand, to get backlinks out, to tie back to my brand. To what? To my YouTube channel, to my Facebook group. All right? Because I want to build my network. I want to build my audience. I want to build my content. And I want to do it and use opportunities to be able to come on here and teach you guys some stuff. So, there we go. I ran my mouth for about 15 and a half minutes. I had people pop in, I had people pop out. If you go back and watch the beginning, you're going to learn a whole lot of stuff of why Shopify is like, eh. I mean, like there's people in the world that love to sell. They want to sell, they want to drop ship. If that style works for you, it works for you. When you get on here, I would just like the live video I did yesterday. I talked about it, man. These people that you call gurus and have all these different ways to making money, they all work. They all work. Drop shipping, it works. If it works for you, if that's your style, right? Crypto and trading and stocks, it works. You can make money doing it if that's your style, right? MLM, affiliate marketing, it works if it's your style, right? So, guys, you got to find out what works for you. My MacBook just told me that I have updates, so I am going to update it. And this super late live stream that I did is about to come to a close. Why? Because I said everything. And if it's that important to you, you'll go back and you will watch it from the beginning. Because that's totally screwed up the first one I did earlier. So I had to come back and I had to do it again. But I had my thoughts together a little bit better. I was able to pull up the store after I built it up, right? Let me see here. I want to install my updates now, please. Thank you very much. There we go. Epic. Great. Fabulous. Wonderful. Hey, guys. As far as giving me updates, sweet. Shopify. There's a lot of benefits. If you're a content creator, as your channel grows, you're going to want to have a merch store. You're going to, you know what I mean? Maybe you can have useful stuff. It doesn't matter what you want to sell. You can sell a whole bunch of different things. But consider it. And not just for the opportunity to sell stuff. I'm not trying to sell merchandise. I'm not trying to sell logos, shirts, and a bunch of shit like that. Will it be cool if somebody buys one? Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Will I benefit from having the backlinks and the metadata for on 100 products on a Shopify store? Hell yes. And on my website, can I just put a tab on my menu that says store that will just bounce you over, that will just forward you over to my store? Would that be nice and easy and convenient and beneficial? Yes in every way. So that's my insights. Up. I got an Apple update as well. That's great. Thank you Apple. Thank you Google. All right, guys. That's it. That's all you're going to get for my crusty self, man. I'm going to get my greasy ass in the shower and get all this day off of me, man. I've been painting. You know what I mean? I'm all yucky. But thanks for joining me, man. Thanks for jumping on. If you are watching, if you caught a little bit, awesome. I hope you got something out of it. I really do. Even if I never know your name, man. Much love to y'all. Thank you for everybody for jumping on. And is it Yoli? I think it's Yoli. Man, I'm gonna have to find a way to make the chat text, the comments a little bit bigger so I can read these letters. So hello. Okay, I'm gonna get in there. It's gotta be Yoli Dis Rodriguez 8472. I know Rodriguez 7482, man. Shout out to you. Hello. Thank you for jumping on. Thanks for all the love, the comments. It does help a lot. And when people say that, they really mean that, man. And I'm actually new to this kind of stuff. So, hey, man, it's cool. Shopify. Go back to the beginning of the video when I was actually talking about important stuff. Kind of trailed off because I just wanted to show you love and remind you to always keep stacking those odds in your favor for success. Do it, because we're going to make it. It's going to be awesome.